guys, it's Sam and welcome back to another 5 mistakes video. If you haven't seen my other 5 mistakes videos, I'll put a link in the description to the whole playlist. I definitely recommend checking them out. In this video, I'll be talking about 5 mistakes that Copic artists make. But note that this applies to other alcoholic markers as well, not just Copics. Before I get too far into it, I just want to say this tutorial was made possible by you guys. Literally. Thank you to everyone who commissioned me or is a patron of mine. You guys have made this video a reality. If you'd like to support future content creation of mine, consider becoming a patron. The link is in the description down below for more information. Alright, let's get into it. Number 1. Not blend testing. I know it can be very exciting to have all these markers and you just want to lay down those colors and start getting into your picture, but you don't always know what the colors look like either by themselves or when mixed with a different one. Plus you don't know what colors look good together. So before you get too far into a drawing or before you start coloring it, consider having a scrap piece of paper or just some sort of junk copy of your drawing and just test some stuff out. And be brave, mix different colors. A good challenge is to try to get from one color to its complementary. So can you go from yellow to purple? And with that comes number 2, limiting yourself to the same color family. Why do you want to blend test? Because you can end up with a lot better results than just sticking with the same color. Shading red with red is nice, but it also is a little bit boring. You can make your pictures more vibrant, engaging, and dynamic if you have some sort of other colors that you shade with. So for example, instead of shading red with red, you could shade red with purple or blue. It can make things more appealing to the eye and just in general interesting. And try and really experiment with it. Don't just do red with purple or blue just because I said it. Like you can try browns or greens, or you can try shading yellows with purples. Possibilities are endless. Well, you know, that's a little bit limited by the amount of markers that you have, but you know, you can still do a lot with a little. Number 3, coloring in too fast. Unless it's desired, like you're using this technique on purpose, you're going for a certain texture. If you're experiencing a lot of streaks and just uneven coloring with your artwork, that means you're coloring too fast. You need to give the ink some time to soak into the paper, and sometimes that can mean 1 really slow layer or maybe 2 layers or 3 depending on what you need. It's going to vary with different markers and different papers, so like I suggested in the first one, test stuff out on a scrap piece of paper. Number 4, thinking you need the entire Copic collection in order to make anything decent. I know this feeling, I experienced it myself. You have this obsession that you need to complete the collection and have every single marker, and you don't feel like you can create any artwork until you have them all, but that's just not true. If you need some inspiration or proof, I highly recommend searching up the 3 marker challenge here on YouTube. I've done it several times myself, and it's just proof that you can do a lot with a little. I recommend taking on a challenge like the 3 marker challenge or the 5 or the 10 or just some sort of limited number of markers just to really get used to this idea. Test yourself, challenge yourself, and just open up your mind to new possibilities. And if you need even more inspiration, I have a skin coloring tutorial with Copic markers where I literally used 3 markers for each skin color. So don't feel limited. If you just have a couple markers, you can really do a lot. And finally, number 5, not utilizing the blender or alcohol. Take advantage of the fact that it's an alcoholic marker and use alcohol. Play around with different tools and techniques. Have your scrap paper handy and just start playing around. You can make really neat effects and you can blend stuff really cool, and plus it's a lot of fun. For a more in-depth look of utilizing alcohol, I'll have a tutorial on that coming soon. So subscribe if you haven't already and turn on your notifications so you can be that first commenter when that video comes out. A big thank you again to all my supporters who helped fund this video. I hope all of you guys found this helpful. Comment down below if you've made any of these mistakes or if you know of any other mistakes that marker artists make. So keep an eye out on that alcohol tutorial and I'll see you guys then. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!